Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Benchwarmers podcast, episode 2, NFL Week 6. We're going to get into it, talk about all of that. Here with Bradley, Andrew, and a new guest, Asa. Grayson's out this week, so Asa's taking his spot. Glad to have you. And yeah, let's have some fun. Welcome, boys. How we doing? How was everybody's weekend? Just got back off
fall break. Couldn't be better, man.
Yeah.
A lot of sleep. A lot of ball.
Straight chilling, you know.
Yes, sir.
Sleep and ball. Anybody watch UFC around here?
I actually did not.
I didn't even know what was going on this week.
Let me tell you, if there was a UFC card to get you into the UFC, this was the one.
Was it
Pereira
really?
retained the light heavyweight title. Marab defended bantamweight. And Yuri Prochazka just brutalized Khalil Roundtree.
I did hear about that one. I did hear about that.
What a fight. Yeah, that one was awesome. So, yeah, we're going to just go ahead and hop into the games this week. We're under a little bit of a time crunch, so a quick episode for everybody. But let's go ahead and start with Thursday Night Football last week.
Yes, sir.
Niners 26, Rams 23, and Mac Jones is undefeated in the Bay Area. What do we think about that?
I think Mac Jones has solidified himself as the starter in San Francisco.
The starter?
I do. I think Brock Purdy. Now, they paid Brock Purdy a lot of money, so I
They
understand they're going to have to, I get that. But in terms of production, Mac Jones took that ragtag team of a super beat-up 49er squad and found a way to beat the Rams. Not like this is a cupcake game. It's not like it was the Panthers, respectively the Titans. It's not like it was one of those teams. It was the Rams at the Rams' house. Now, I know that was the 49ers' house because of those crowd.
I do have to say something, though, because this is important. The Rams didn't lose because the 49ers were better. The Rams lost because Sean McVay made a terrible decision.
There was yes.
So I'm going to say that. They could have gone into overtime. He could have kicked it. Everything would have been fine, and the Rams would have won in overtime.
I hear you there.
But they didn't. They didn't take that chance. So I'm not inherently, dissing Mac Jones.
Right.
But I am dissing Sean McVay. Come at me, bro.
There you go.
We dare him.
Yep.
Yeah, Mac Jones had one of those, you remember when, I think it was on the Patriots, and the Chandler Jones, he kind of threw it backwards, and Jones picked it up and ran it back in.
Yeah, one of the worst plays
He
in
had a
NFL
flashback
history.
to that during this game when he had kind of the same play happen, except the ball went up in the air, and Mac Jones just volleyball spikes it into the
That was
never
a great
again.
play, by the way.
Yeah,
Exactly. He learned from his mistakes.
Oh, yeah, he definitely learned from that one.
Yes.
And one thought I had was that the Niners don't even need wide receivers if Christian McCaffrey is going to have 30 touches in a game. 22 carries, 8 catches, awesome in fantasy this week.
Like I was telling you while we were watching the game together, they have the wide receiver 3 Avengers over there.
They do, man. Come on.
They do. They've got kind of that same crew that Mahomes won a Super Bowl with, Sky
Very
Moore
similar,
and
yeah.
DeMarcus
Sky Moore.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, credit to them. They hung in there. Shanahan's a great coach.
I was about to say, that's all Shanahan right there, man.
Yeah, and they're sitting atop the NFC West. Pretty tough division. Moving right along. Was it Dublin ball or London?
This was London, I
This was
believe.
London,
Yep.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Vikings 21, Browns 17.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a surprise.
Yeah.
No,
it was
not at
a
all.
especially once we got the news that Gabriel was starting. I mean, we kind of
I-
assumed how this was going to go.
Yeah, we
and
could chalk the Vikings. Gabriel had a good
he
stat
did.
line, but
he did okay.
he did okay. He didn't
Yeah.
win or lose them the game.
Exactly.
The Browns, they're the Browns.
Yep.
They've always been the Browns, and they will always be the Browns.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, yeah.
We do have some news on the Browns, though. That's a later thing.
Oh, yeah. We'll
Yes,
get
it
into that.
was.
Some
Yeah.
spicy stuff, you know?
I like that.
One thing I thought was weird was Jordan Addison was benched for the entire
That was
first
very
quarter.
weird. I heard he was just going out on his own in
Yeah.
London just to see the city.
Yeah, he missed a team meeting and got
Yes.
benched because of it. But credit to him, he did score the
He
game-winning
did.
touchdown.
He made up for it.
Yep, late there. Good to see that. And credit to Dylan Gabriel, we were talking about. He's the first quarterback to throw multiple touchdown passes versus the Vikings defense this year.
Wow.
So
Look at
first
That is
start
an interesting stat.
overseas in London, and he's the first quarterback to do that. Another note I had, the Browns rookie class has been awesome.
They've been
this
great.
year. They've
Yeah,
been
They
really
drafted
good.
really well
Manning,
for the
Gabriel,
first time
Judkins,
ever. Yeah.
Our boy Dylan Sampson.
Yes.
Week
Shout
1
out.
legend.
Yes.
I hope he can get some
Shout
more
out.
touches.
We even talk about their backup, too. Their backup QB.
No,
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah.
Yeah,
By the
right.
way.
Mhm.
Yes. Man of few words, he is.
Very much so.
How many bad games from Dylan Gabriel until we get Shedeur?
That is a tough one.
I put the over-under at 2.5.
See, I was going to say 3, so I like the 2.5.
Okay.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't anticipate, over the course of the next 5 games, I only anticipate 2 losses.
Really?
Yeah.
Because their schedule looking like.
They got the Steelers next week, but that's going to be tight because they're rivals.
Yeah.
They got the Dolphins. That's an easy win. They got the Patriots, who, if the Patriots show up, because it depends, because if they don't show up, they don't show up. But when they show up, they're there. They got the Jets.
Yeah.
And then they got the Ravens.
Right.
Oh, and after the Ravens, they got the Raiders. So that's 4 easy wins right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
Cleveland could be back in it here soon. Not saying that they will be, of course, but just keep an eye on
Gabriel
that.
could get off to a smooth start.
And the AFC North is kind of wide open right now, too.
Yeah, and
So-
their
for
defense, their defense is a huge part of that too.
Oh yeah. They got a nice defense. It's just too bad they have pretty much rookies at every position on offense.
On the
and
offensive
wide
side,
receiver.
Yeah.
One more note from this game that I had: Vikings are 5-0, undefeated in international games. They have yet to lose overseas.
They might as well relocate at that point.
Might as well relocate. Yeah.
There you
People
go.
making fun of the Jaguars forever for almost moving to London.
Right.
Send the Vikings over there. They'll
There
be
you
go.
undefeated. Anyone got anything else from this?
I was gonna say that I feel like if Dylan Gabriel is bad enough, the Browns will just find another quarterback to start instead of Shedeur Sanders.
Wow.
It feels like, I mean, they're just doing anything at this point to not get him out there.
It kind of seems that way,
Yeah.
because if he goes out there, that's the storyline for the week is how he did. If he shows
Yeah.
out, it's wow, look at Shedeur. It was the signs were there all along. He balled out in the preseason. If he doesn't, and if he slips up in any way, I feel like the media is just going to rip him
The
apart.
scouts were right, the
Absolutely.
media was right,
Scouts
and then
were right,
they're
he's
done.
entitled or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
That'll be something interesting to keep an eye on. Moving on here. Broncos 21, Eagles 17, and I want to give props to Mr. Andrew over here.
Give me my flowers,
who
boys.
picked
Yes, sir.
the Broncos in his
My
lock
first
of-
note,
in-
Andrew cooked.
He did,
Yep.
absolutely. But the Broncos scored 18 points in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Just the Eagles completely fell apart. Bo Nix was bad until the fourth, and other than that fourth quarter, he really hasn't lived up to the expectations that people set up to him this year. Just to throw some stones at the Broncos, even though they won.
And by people, we mean Sean Payton specifically.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sean
Yeah.
Payton made us think he was going to be the next Drew Brees. But yeah, the Broncos defense is awesome. Nick Bonito, I believe, leads the league in sacks. He's doing really good this year. The defense as a total sacked Jalen Hurts 6 times. And one thing I was interesting that probably contributed to the Eagles losing was Saquon only got 6 carries.
That's what I said as
That's
well.
right.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what is going on with that.
That was weird. He showed up on the injury report like later or earlier this week with a knee injury, which that's interesting to see. Everyone says he's good to go for Thursday, but if he's limited, no why. Yeah, the Broncos had 120 penalty yards and still won, which is something the Bills could not do on Sunday night.
Nope.
They had about the same.
Yep.
The Eagles, I think they're fine. They're still 4-1, one of the better, probably upper echelon teams of the NFL. Their schedule has been brutal, though, so far. So it's probably only going to get easier.
Well, and what I really want to hit on with the Eagles, right? Because I personally feel like the Eagles aren't going to make the playoffs.
Right.
If you only give Saquon Barkley 6 carries, and even let's say in a world that Saquon Barkley is hurt, they have Tank Bigsby. If they don't give Tank Bigsby more than 6 carries, you're not going to win games.
Right.
Like your running backs have to run the ball.
Yeah.
So I'm just throwing that out there.
You're right. Yeah, if you want a formula to not make the playoffs, it's that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they're just shooting themselves in the foot like that. It's ridiculous.
This happens to the Dolphins every year. You know?
Right. Yeah. And I mean, and this is against a Broncos team who has a great defense, obviously, but their rush defense has not been amazing this year. They let Jonathan Taylor have a day. Amari Hampton had his breakout against the Broncos. So it was very strange to not see the Eagles, of all teams, not abuse the run game. It was so odd.
Yeah, and I don't know. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith just haven't really gotten going.
No, I haven't been on the same page. I don't know
Did
what's
you
going
see that it was the Hail Mary at the end of the game where A.J. Brown practically defended Devonta Smith
Yeah, he was
off
playing,
the
he
Hail
was
Mary?
playing corner on it.
That
Basically
was
played corner.
ridiculous.
Yes.
That was utterly ridiculous. Yeah, I feel like this is a running theory that I have that when the Eagles win, Jalen Hurts doesn't have great stats. Like, he'll throw for 120 yards and push his way to a touchdown or two. But when they lose, he'll look like, on paper, the greatest passing quarterback we've ever seen. Like, in the Super Bowl a few years ago where he had that fumble, other than that, he played an amazing game. Yeah. Ultimately,
that is something to note. Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know if that's true, but it just feels that way, you know? Tough loss for the Eagles, good win for the Broncos. Moving on to a surprising game that I had, Saints 26, Giants 14. Giants went up 14-3 early in this one and then had 5 straight possessions with turnovers. 5 straight.
Jackson Dart is not that guy.
Not that guy.
I don't think he's that guy.
He was that. I mean, talk about a game last week. He looked like the real deal. But this one was tough. The Saints did a good job of containing Scatterboo all game. Theo Johnson, I picked him up on my fantasy team because Brock Bowers went out. He scored 2 touchdowns. I was very happy about that. Good for him. And Rashid Shaheed reminds me of Deshaun Jackson. He's good for 1 deep bomb touchdown every year, maybe 2. Love to watch him play. He's maybe the fastest dude I've ever seen.
Oh, he's got wheels. That kid's got wheels. But yeah, I said rookies are making rookie mistakes, man. I mean, Jackson 2 picks, that fumble. That was worthy of butt fumble territory. It was the most random, just ball popped out while he's trying to scramble. So awkward. And then, of course, Scatterboo's fumble that got returned for the touchdown. That was kind of the dagger in that game.
Yeah.
I wasn't too surprised. I picked the Saints last week only because when we see these rookie quarterbacks come in and they look serviceable in their first game, we see the coaches find a way to kind of use or take in their advantage the fact that the other team doesn't have film on them, right?
Exactly.
So that was obviously an advantage against the Chargers. And then this week, the Saints have film, and you got to rely on your quarterback to actually make some plays in this game. And obviously, he wasn't able to do that this week. We'll see later on. Obviously, we can't just say he's done for now because he had 1 bad game against a bad team.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
he put a lot of good film out there in his first start. Not every rookie quarterback does that, so the potential's there.
Yeah.
I want to say something about Kellen Moore specifically, the new head coach for the Saints.
Yes, sir.
He is doing an incredible job with arguably the worst, at least talent-wise, roster in the NFL, especially with, Spencer Rattler looks so much better than he did last year.
Yeah.
He lost, I think he lost, every single start. I don't know how many times he started, but he lost every start with the Saints last year. And Kellen Moore comes in and makes him look like a good quarterback.
Yeah. I believe, was this his first win?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is it.
This was Spencer Rattler's first win as a starter, so good for him.
Shout out, Kellen.
Speaking of shocking, right, we want to talk about the results of the game. Here's something that shocked me, though, is just how little they utilized Alvin Kamara, right? So
Right,
talked about Saquon,
that's a good point.
only 8 carries, and, he has been consistently one of the best running backs in the league.
Yeah.
Feed him the ball.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Absolutely. Since the Saints bye week last year, they are 2-9, which is not good. But one thing that is interesting, the 2 wins they have since the bye week are against the New York Giants.
Both of them.
Both of them. Yeah, they're
0-9
versus everybody else, but they are undefeated against the Giants.
That's
since last year.
consistency.
That is.
And the Giants haven't won back-to-back football games since the Tommy DeVito era 2 years ago.
Wow.
Tommy Cutlets.
Wow, yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yeah, so not looking good, New York.
No.
It's just all around bad.
Dayball might.
And especially it happened last week, but the Malik Neighbors injury
Oh, that's brutal.
was, probably one of the worst things to happen to them this year.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
When that happened, I feel like their season kind of just went down the drain.
Right. Didn't even get to see a Dart and Neighbors connection
Yeah,
at all.
exactly.
Which is really unfortunate.
But we're all Vols, and we would love to see a good dose of Jalen
Come
Hyatt.
on, bring him out.
Absolutely.
Bring him out.
We want to see it.
Let him cook.
Brian Dable, if you can hear me. Brian Dable. All right, moving along here. Cowboys 37, Jets 22, and this game was ugly.
Yeah.
The final score, the Jets scored, 2 or 3 touchdowns in garbage time?
Yeah, it was all garbage time.
Yeah. The Cowboys, they have probably the best offense in the NFL.
That's right.
Yes,
statistically
I agree.
so
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And if not for the Ravens, the worst defense.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Now, shout out to them. This game, they were pretty decent up until the fourth quarter. You got to give them props there.
They took
Somehow
their
they
foot off
figured
the
something
gas.
out.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, I mean, hats off to them. They figured it out way more than the Ravens did on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that is something that's interesting. And if the defense can keep this up, now again, it's the Jets, but if the defense can keep this up, they have a chance to run the table.
If they can be serviceable,
Right.
That's all they need to be.
Exactly.
Javonte Williams has been having an amazing year.
And this is without CeeDee Lamb, by the way.
Yeah, he's not been playing.
Exactly.
But they got George Pickens. They got Jake Ferguson, who #1 fantasy tight end.
Yes, sir.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
And the Jets, they are the first 0-5 team, I believe, ever to have 0 takeaways. Wow. They have no takeaways on defense.
Wow.
And an 0-5 team has never made the playoffs.
And that will continue.
And
I believe so.
it's such a shame too because Justin Fields is playing like lights out.
He's
right?
really not been
He's-
bad at all.
he
He
has-
has
yeah.
had a good year.
And even if you look at Garrett Wilson over those last 5 games, he hasn't really done much. Like I guess this is his first touchdown of the year.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
first or
and he only
second.
put up 71 yards. Which I say only like, as if I could do that. But
Yeah.
like, you know.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot to talk about in this one, other than go ahead.
I was gonna say, I love the Cowboys. Before the season started, I was drawing parallels from them this year and the Bengals last year of having the best offense in the league. Because I mean, before the season even started, I mean, if Dak played well, then it's clear they were gonna have the best offense in the league, and it happened. Dak has played, in my opinion, an MVP level performance throughout the year.
100%.
He's keeping them relevant. Right now, it
I
feels
would
like.
argue he's the MVP as of right now.
Not a bad argument at all. I like that. Moving along here, this was ugly. Moving into Indianapolis, Colts 40, Raiders 6. Colts are a juggernaut.
They are a juggernaut.
They are capital J juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
I got Jonathan Taylor on Offensive Player of the Year watch, if not MVP.
Yeah.
If not for
Seriously.
Dak, you know.
Seriously.
Geno is bad.
Gino's very, very bad.
Very, very bad.
9
9
interceptions.
interceptions over 5 games, and I think it's Aiden O'Connell time. I think it should be. Genty, he tries, but
Does all he can.
I mean, that O-line is just
it's
awful.
it's
hard to
bad.
play behind him.
Yeah, they've got a lot of dudes injured. And should we talk about the Mark Sanchez thing?
I was gonna say the Colts knifed through the Raiders defense. So yeah,
That's good.
So yeah, I mean that was an unfortunate situation. It was funny to see all of the people in the media saying, you know, best wishes to Mark. Horrible that this happened.
because
And then you hear the news,
the
and you're
news
like,
came out first that he
oh,
was
just
in the
stabbed.
hospital.
Right.
Yeah, he had gotten
I had the
stabbed.
same reaction. I was like, dang, I like Mark. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Then you find out a little bit more about it. Okay, so
maybe I don't like Mark.
Right, maybe I actually don't
Right,
like
Yeah,
Mark Sanchez very
We
much.
don't have to get into what
Yeah.
exactly happened. You can look that
Yeah,
up
do
in
your own
time,
research.
But I had down the worst day possible is getting stabbed and then arrested in your hospital bed.
Seriously,
That
that
is
is yeah.
bad.
That
You come to
sucks.
and you got cuffs on your hands. That's horrible.
You wake up and there's
Yeah.
officers in your room with an arrest warrant. You go, oh my God, what did I do
Yeah.
last night?
Yep.
Anxiety is brutal.
Yeah,
Sounds like the last time I went downtown. You know?
just another day in the office.
Watch
Come
out,
on.
Watch out for Andrew.
Yes,
Old
sir.
City. Yeah. Anyone else got anything from this game? It was just
It was just
ugly.
a beat down.
Just a beat down from a juggernaut to a bottom feeder.
I think Pete Carroll needs to trade for Stetson Bennett.
I think that'd be fun.
I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that.
I like that a
Stetson
lot.
Bennett's a gamer. I'll give him that. All right. Keep moving right along here. This was a kind of a weird game. Panthers 27, Dolphins 24. Not one that I expected. The Panthers' definition of boom or bust.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tell me about him.
Bryce Young.
You know Falcons, man. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Bryce Young is maybe the most confusing quarterback of all time. I can't tell if he's good or not.
Nope.
It's literally week to week
Yep.
with Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he's got his role secured for the rest of the season for sure.
Yeah.
But Rico Dowdle.
I was about to say
About to
Rico's
say,
the
yep.
story of this game,
Yeah.
man. He
Yes.
put
When do
a
y'all take
200.
Rico?
Yeah, just 206 yards, a touchdown. I was insanely impressed with him. Talk about sliding into Cougar spot, next man up. Like he did that to the nines.
Yes.
Chuba was out, and Rico just ran with it. Did not look back. And I mean, the Dolphins were up 17-0 at one point in this game, and the Panthers just found a way to claw back. So I was really impressed with Rico. And I think the question needs to be asked about Mike McDaniel. is it time?
Yeah.
Is it time to move on
I
from
mean,
the McDaniel era?
He's got, what, 1 or 2 playoff appearances? Does he have a win?
I don't.
don't
No, he
think
does
so.
not have
Not
a
in the
win.
playoffs.
Yeah,
Definitely
no, he does not have a playoff
And
win.
he was touted as the boy genius.
Yeah,
of
he was
Shanahan's
the
coaching
offensive
tree.
mastermind.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was like the Luke Skywalker. He's the chosen
He
one.
was.
But it's been weird between injuries and just subpar defense over the years. Of course, Tyreek going out, that was just a massive blow.
Definitely doesn't help.
I think a big thing with the Dolphins is, like you saw in 2022, it was the what was it, the Legion, or the Legion of Zoom is what they called it.
Yes,
Zoom,
yeah.
Yep.
That was like such a new thing in the NFL. Just everyone is just fast and going downfield all the time.
Yeah.
But defenses are eventually gonna adjust to that, and defensive coordinators are eventually gonna learn how to stop that. And I think just the Miami Dolphins, the fact that they haven't learned how to change from that, they haven't been able to get out of that, is
Yeah.
I mean, their main problem. And Mike McDaniel's not helping that.
Agreed.
Yeah, they don't have the two-headed monster of like 20-mile-an-hour guys like Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert anymore. They've still got Devon, of course, but Tyreek
Yes.
going out is a massive blow.
Ollie Gordon's solid now.
He is
Yeah,
solid
Let's
now.
get
He's
that
a
straight.
straight power back, man.
He's
He can do it.
looking
Yes,
good.
he can do it.
Love to see that. And
Yeah.
Darren Waller had himself another
Dude,
nice
I
game.
know.
Like
I mean,
70
shout out.
yards and a touchdown. He's all the way
The
back.
comeback.
Good to see him. I will not be listening to any of his music.
No,
I
no,
don't, I
no.
don't care how good he plays. I do want to touch on Cade Mays,
Yeah.
center for the Carolina Panthers. There was one play where he just bullied some Dolphins defensive linemen. He blocked 2 dudes back to back, and then like with his back, like blocked another guy from making a tackle that led to a big Rico Dowdle run.
Yes, sir.
That's probably the last time this season you're going to see a Panthers guy block somebody.
All right, that's
Yeah.
pretty rare.
Yeah, that was.
Shout out to
just
Mays.
want to give a shout out to the Vols guy.
Yes,
Good to
sir.
see him
That is funny though.
blowing through dudes in the NFL.
Yes,
That's
sir.
nice. And the Meow Mix Panthers podcast. Did y'all hear about this?
No, I did not
Nah,
hear
nah.
about
Let
this.
me tell you. Okay, so there was a podcast called Meow Mix Podcast. They were Panthers fans. They've been doing it since 2019. They started in 2019. So the
Been
back
rough.
end of any relevant Panthers football.
course.
Their record was like 30-74 since the podcast started, and either last week or this week they ended the podcast due to not being able to justify spending time away from their family, which is got to be the saddest
That is
thing I've ever-
demoralizing
That is
for a franchise.
brutal. Absolutely.
Your most
brutal.
avid fans cannot keep
Yeah,
up
they
because
just-
you are so bad.
they can't justify it to their wives. Their wives are just like, why are you doing this for hours on Sunday when you could be here? And they couldn't take it anymore.
Wow.
Gotta tell him ball is life, baby.
Ball is life.
You got to put your priorities. You know?
Exactly.
All right, moving on. This was another just beat down. Texans 44, Ravens 10.
Called that one, baby.
Take
Called that one.
Take
Come
it.
on.
Take it.
I knew that the Ravens defense was genuinely atrocious.
Yes.
They're bad.
And Lamar Jackson being out, oh my gosh. We talked about how Joe Burrow, when you see that he's out with the Bengals, how bad they look.
Yeah.
The Ravens are that times 10. When they are missing that guy, they
Yeah.
are not the same. Even Derrick Henry was not able to even come close to making that a game. The Texans just took over. C.J. Stroud had a breakout game. Good for him. Happy to see that he's back in some way, shape, or form. Curious to see how he does the rest of this season. And I really do think that's just a testament to how bad the Ravens defense was. I think that the Ravens defense might be the worst that we've seen in a very long time.
The injuries.
Right, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the injury. Yeah.
Because, last year, very good defense. Obviously, in the past few years, it's a hardball team. There's no way, and yet somehow injuries, they just are not
And
living up to the hype.
I wanted to talk about comparing, because there's teams like the 49ers that are also dealing with these crazy injuries
They
that are
found a
doing
way.
really good. And I think it's a huge coaching thing, because the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, that's always been a system where you can pretty much slot any quarterback in there and they're going to go in and just go crazy.
Plug and play.
But with the Ravens, they built that offense around Lamar Jackson. So if he gets down, if he gets injured, you can't just slot any quarterback in that offense.
Right.
Yeah.
And like that team just is not going to run without Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's a power play that the Ravens should have made. They should have got Joe Flacco.
Oh,
that would've been
This
man.
could have
Bring
been,
it back. Would've been
you know,
awesome.
the last time.
The
you know?
comeback.
Uh,
Return of the king.
now they've got to play him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll get into the Flacco. But at one point in this game, the Ravens secondary on a touchdown play that they allowed, on the field for the Ravens in the secondary, I'll just list you off some names. Stop me if you've heard any of these before. I was mentioning these on the show yesterday.
I've heard them on Monday.
TJ Tampa, Ruben Lowry, Trenton Simpson, Keon Martin, and Basil Okoye. You ever heard of any of those guys?
Awesome names, though.
Great names.
Awesome names.
Great names.
Credit to them. They've got more money than I can ever dream of, but I've never heard of any of
TJ
those
Tampa
guys.
is the funniest name I've ever heard in my
TJ
life.
Tampa sounds like a drug trafficker.
100%. Yeah, or maybe a rapper or something like
Yeah,
that.
no,
yeah,
a rapper,
yeah.
TJ Tampa.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
But yeah, they're just injured to hell and back, and I feel bad for them. I don't think anyone's in danger of getting fired in Baltimore.
No.
But
There's some people calling for
Harbs?
his
Yeah.
job.
Ooh.
There's some people calling for his job.
Because I mean, he hasn't really had any success in the playoffs for a long time.
That's true.
He's
It's
not.
just been winning season after winning season to
Yeah.
nothing.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you just need to change.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and it was like that before Lamar got there.
Yeah.
To Lamar's credit.
Yeah.
100%.
They got a Super Bowl with Flacco, but outside of
It's
that,
definitely not Lamar's
they didn't go
fault.
back to
No,
the Super
that
Bowl.
kid, yeah.
No, Lamar's. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to legitimately the craziest fourth quarter I've ever watched in my life, and the most conflicted a game has ever made me feel. Titans 22, Cardinals 21. I've got 3 words written down at the top of my notes. Oh my God.
Exactly. Wow. Exactly.
How are we still fumbling the ball before the goal line? We talked about it
Talked about it last week.
literally
crazy.
last week, because Adonai Mitchell did it for the Colts, and Amari DiMarcado had a 70-yard touchdown run,
Yep.
wide open.
Look.
He only had L'Jarius Sneed behind him, and he just drops it.
This is what happens whenever when was the last time DeMarcado scored a touchdown? He was just so excited, man. He was like, "Mama, this one's for you."
No.
she was like, "Not this one, baby."
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Not this one at all.
Um,
No.
Just gonna talk about the crazy fumble recovery touchdown
What
in
a
the
play.
end zone. What a wild play. that
Exactly
just-
how he drew it up.
Exactly how they
Exactly.
drew it up, and that play perfectly encapsulates just how that game went. Cam Ward threw a pick. The defender fumbles the ball, knocks it into the end zone, where Tyler Lockett, who is just terrified the Cardinals forever, recovers it to stab them in the back one more time.
I didn't even know Tyler Lockett was still in the league. That's how like
Right.
slow he's
Yes,
been
he's
this
been
season.
very,
Yeah,
very
he's been
just irrelevant
quiet.
this year, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, until
Yeah.
that one play.
Yeah, Kyler, God bless him, he had a Will Levis moment. Did y'all see this?
Oh, yeah.
He was just running around in the pocket, and then as he was falling down, he just tries to get the ball away and fumble recovered by the Titans. Just crazy thing to see.
Did you see that play where they snapped it and it just hit his face mask?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like he took a
Yep.
shotgun snap, it just hit him right in the face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Oh my gosh. And giving props to a Titans player, Kamir DK.
That's who I have as
Yes.
well.
Kamir
Yeah,
DK,
dude, come on.
AFC Special Teams Player of the
Yep,
Week, leads the
well-deserved.
league in all-purpose yards and kickoff return yards by a couple hundred. He has been awesome
Yeah,
this
his
year.
average was 34 yards on kick returns. 65-yarder obviously was a part of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's been great.
It's only a matter of time until he gets more involved on offense, because
Right.
he is an electric
Yeah, he
player.
deserves it.
I
Yeah.
loved watching him at Florida as much as I despised the
No, he
Gators.
was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was good over there.
All right. Crazy game. Moving on. Lions 37, Bengals
Yeah.
24. Just, we expected this.
Yeah.
We all picked it. Jake Browning, the carrot just turned into a pumpkin.
I was about to say, yeah, it's his exit.
Yep.
Yep.
And who wants to break the news that we already know? Who's in Cincinnati now?
I actually totally forgot his name. Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Flacco is a Cincinnati Bengal as of a couple hours ago.
I think he's got he completed the rainbow, right?
Yeah, no, he
Is he
needs.
right?
Yeah, I think he just needs a Steeler, right? And then,
Yep.
then he has
Yeah.
all 4 of the AFC North. That's
I
pretty
mean, if he
impressive.
can stay in the league for another 2 years, they might need to replace Aaron Rodgers.
I'm telling you, after his stint with the Bengals, he ain't staying in the league, brother.
I think he might legitimately die behind that offensive
I'm
line.
terrified
Yeah.
for that man.
I just hope he has life insurance.
Me too.
He's gonna
Me
need
too.
it.
Yeah.
Crazy stat that I had written down. Jamar Chase had 2 touchdowns today. Good for him. He also had 3 tackles.
Yep.
He was second leading on the team in tackles off of Jake Browning picks.
There was a point in the game where he had more tackles than receptions, or the same amount of tackles as receptions, something like that. It was
That's
crazy.
insane. So
Disgusting.
I'd like to present this question. Who's a better two-way player, Jamar Chase or Travis Hunter?
Jamar Chase,
Jamar
100%.
Yeah, that's good to see. Kirby Joseph for the Lions, their safety. He's a pick machine.
he is.
I think he had 1 or 2 today. He's been awesome. The Lions had 5 different guys score a touchdown. David Montgomery threw a touchdown. They were playing schoolyard
They're just having
football
fun out there,
here.
man.
Yeah, the AFC North, verbatim from my notes, is doo-doo stinky.
Yeah, it's wide open.
They're just,
Yeah.
not good.
And I want to say something about Chase Brown too. Not specifically about fantasy, but he's just not been doing that great this year.
Yeah.
The Bengals offense has just been terrible. Their rushing attack, but I want to say Joe Flacco is a big, at least this year, has been a big check down guy.
Yeah.
So Chase Brown is looking to get quite a few receptions and hopefully increase some offensive.
Right, maybe that can up the
something going on
production.
there.
Something. Yeah,
Yeah,
they need anything.
they
At
need
this point, they
anything
are.
they can get.
Yeah.
And like we're talking about, T. Higgins has just been quiet all
Super
year.
quiet.
Hasn't done anything.
That's what happens when you get paid. You know, you stop working.
Right, all of a sudden, you're like,
Yep.
kind
All of a
of don't
sudden.
even try that hard. Yeah.
Crazy
Our
how
quarterback's
that
Jake
works.
Browning. They won't blame me.
We can go on vacation early this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I'll see you in
Drinks on
college,
me.
right?
Come on. Yeah.
All right, moving on here. Commanders 27,
Yep.
Chargers 10. The Chargers, is it time to hit the panic button?
It is on the offensive line.
It
Yeah.
is. I mean,
yeah.
that offensive line there.
Bradley Bozeman, their center, he is in PFF ranking. He's below many of the second string centers in the league,
Really?
and he is their starter. That's how bad that offensive line has been. And obviously, Slater being out, Alt going out,
Yep.
that didn't help anything.
Just
But
bad.
that offense is completely different with those two guys out, and then Mekhi Becton was in and out their guard. It's not looking good.
Amari and Hampton.
They lost Hampton
That's
as well.
yes.
There you go. Yep.
Is Najee Harris still on the Chargers?
Well, he is. He
Last time
tore
I
his
checked.
Achilles.
Oh,
Yeah, there was
yeah.
that play where he goes down.
Season-ending
Herbert
injury.
jumped over him and then he completed a pass. It was kind of
Oh,
crazy.
nice.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
missed that.
Well,
Yeah.
because before that he had a firework accident.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he
Yeah, I
I was
knocked
like,
out
what's
his
the
eye.
problem?
Yes.
That's,
Yeah.
You hate to see that.
Yeah.
Herbert is, to the point about the offensive line being just utterly terrible, Herbert
Yeah.
has been pressured 50 times
it's been
this year.
horrible.
And we're 5 weeks in.
Yeah.
That's
Averaging
that's
10 a
average-
week. Yeah.
10 a week.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
not good.
Yes.
And that's been an issue over his entire
Yeah.
stint with the Chargers, is that they just can't protect him. They've invested in the offensive line. Rashawn Slater, Joe out. Now they're injured.
Yep.
Who do they got? Nobody.
Nobody.
And I think most of those pressures came in the last 3 weeks.
Oh, they have. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
This was a legacy game for a certain big, beautiful Bill.
Yes, it is.
Krotsky Merritt. He scored 2 touchdowns. And Jaden Daniels is the first quarterback in NFL history to have 4,000 pass yards and 1,000 rushing yards in his first 20 games.
Look at that.
Lamar Jackson didn't do it. Michael Vick didn't do
Yeah,
it.
that's
Jaden
surprising.
Daniels did. So I think the Commanders will be fine. The Chargers,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of concerns.
A lot of concerns.
Moving on to maybe the best uniform matchup I have ever seen. Buccaneers 38, Seahawks 35. And I just want to sit here and glaze the uniforms for a minute, because those old school Tampa away uniforms,
Make them the permanent for both teams.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm
Please.
saying.
They
Those
need it. They
Seahawks
need
ones
it.
are just as good.
It
They
was
are
so nice.
unbelievable. I love those things.
Yo.
This was a shoot.
Yeah, what a game.
This was an
Yeah.
awesome game. Baker, another stat, first player in NFL history with 350 yards and only 5 incompletions.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he
That's
was
awesome.
gaming today.
Talk about efficient. Yeah.
And Emeka Egbuka scored again. And listening to Gronk try and pronounce his name is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah,
Good Lord. Gronk's got the fun CT.
Yo, yeah.
Here's another thing too with Baker is if you look at who he was throwing to, like
Mm-hmm.
really the only big name besides Buka that he's a rookie this year, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Was Godwin, and Godwin really didn't play that much.
No,
yeah,
he's
like-
still coming back from injury.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's doing monster stuff out there.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
They're doing this without Mike Evans, and I think Bucky Irving is out this
Yeah,
week.
he is,
right?
yep.
He is out, yeah.
he was
Rashad
out
White
last
got him a
week.
touchdown.
Yeah, he
Hey,
did.
there you
Yeah,
go.
Rashad was playing well.
There we go. Do we think the Panthers miss these guys? Sam Darnold and Baker
I
Mayfield?
think they do.
I think they do a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
At least, putting Baker at the practice squad defensive end maybe wasn't the best idea.
That's still one of the funniest pictures I've ever
Crazy.
seen. in
It was
my
the best
life.
thing that happened to Baker Mayfield though.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
100%.
That
Yeah.
and that Christmas Rams game.
Yep.
That saved his career.
And shout out to Sam Darnold too, because like
Absolutely.
coming into this
yeah.
year, I mean, people were saying he was only good because of Kevin O'Connell,
Exactly.
and I was even saying that too. But
Yeah.
he went on the Seahawks with with Mike McDaniel, who's like a 2 or 3 year head coach, not super experienced. He's been balling out.
Yeah.
It's been going crazy. JSN also,
been doing really well.
Breakout year.
Good to see that. And just moving right along here, Sunday night football. And did you pick the Patriots, Andrew?
I did pick the Patriots.
Oh, he did. He
this
went
is
on
why.
a
This is
tear.
why Andrew's the big ball knower of
the,
the podcast.
I'm the heavyweight football champion of the world.
There it is. Yes, sir.
Heavyweight ball knowledge. Yes. All right. Patriots 23, Bills 20. Drake May's first win over a team that has a winning record. Vrabel, I miss him so much.
Worst decision the Titans could have made.
He is. You look up alpha male in any dictionary, you get a picture of Mike Vrabel. He gets the boys ready to play.
Just a dog.
He's just a dog.
Yep.
He gets it done. Bills played like doo-doo stinky.
They did not play good.
They did not play good. They had, what did they have? 4 turnovers and double-digit flags with, I think, over 100 penalty yards or around there. You're never going to win like that. Never going to win like that. And say what you want about Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman, I don't think the Bills truly have a solid go-to guy.
It's like they
in their
do
receiving
that. They
core.
used to have a guy.
They used to have
his
him.
What was his name? Oh, Stephon Diggs. Oh.
Where does he play now?
Oh,
New
with
England.
the New England Patriots.
Oh, tell me
And
he
he
didn't
had
have the game of his life.
Don't tell me he had
against-
146 yards. Don't
Oh,
tell me
no.
he did that.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs.
He
what
had
a
himself
game.
a revenge game.
And that toe tap
Yeah.
catch he had for a first down
He
was
was
still got
incredible.
it.
He's
Absolutely.
still
Unk
got it.
still got it.
He was on the sidelines getting the boys fired
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Love
Yes.
to see Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
That's just, he gets it done. And Drake May is the real deal.
No, he's progressing super
he
nicely.
is the real deal.
Been
I love
very
him.
impressed.
Josh McDaniels still in New England. I think he's just going to be in New England for forever.
Yeah, he's just like this being that is somehow like this eternal New England Patriot.
I'm gonna be in a retirement home and I'm gonna look up at the TV and I'm gonna see Josh McDaniels has been rehired by the New England
Yes.
Patriots after a failed stint in
I-
whatever city.
Yes,
I
yeah.
think the Patriots are strategically setting him out to head coach teams just to ruin them, to just
Yeah.
bring
Yeah,
him right
that's
back
their
to the
plan.
I
Patriots.
think you're
That's a
right.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders have never been the same. You're
That's
right.
like some Bill Belichick,
That is some
dark
shenanigans.
empire
Yes,
stuff.
that
Yeah,
is.
some-
Yes.
some
Some
meddling.
voodoo.
But credit to the Patriots, they got this win huge for them in the playoff
Absolutely.
picture. And the rest of their schedule is pretty easy if you're looking at it. Like, I went through it earlier, and I have them finishing around 11, 12, 13 wins, somewhere in there.
They got the Saints, Titans, and Browns. Their next 3 games.
I mean,
Cakewalk.
cakewalk.
They're gonna lose to the Falcons though.
I was about to say, hey, I didn't say
Hey,
them.
that-
You know,
that-
shout
that-
out to the Falcons.
They'll
Didn't
play the
say 'em.
Falcons tough. That'll be
Yeah.
a good game. But the Patriots, I got a hot take about them coming up, but we'll get to
Ooh.
that.
Me too.
All right.
I got a hot take about them.
I like it.
Final game of the week, Monday Night Football, and this was the Trevor Lawrence game. Jaguars 31, Chiefs 28. And someone talk about Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is the new age Michael Vick.
I mean,
Wow.
he was out there. If anyone,
I mean, that's what we saw. I mean, come on.
there's some insane person in a house somewhere that had Trevor Lawrence for 2+ rushing
yeah.
touchdowns, who was going bananas.
Yes,
Going
millionaire now.
straight- millionaire
Yep.
now. Yeah, their kids are going to college.
And their new head coach, Liam Cohen, is an offensive genius.
Yeah.
He comes in to the Jaguars and he immediately refurbishes their run game and makes Travis
Travis.
Etienne. He makes him good again. He was terrible last year.
Yep, just abysmal. He
Found
gets
new
the
life.
running game going. Travis Hunter had some of the wildest
He
catches.
did have an insane
that
Great
one,
catch.
That
I
one
was
catch
impressed.
at midfield where he goes up and is
Yep.
literally coming down horizontally.
Crazy. Yeah, he was
That
pulling some
showed-
Colorado stuff. It was impressive.
That
What
was
they
very
drafted him
impressive.
for.
Showed why he was the number 2 overall pick. The Jaguars, their defense has been lights
Dude, they've
out.
been
Absolutely.
sneaky good.
14
Really good.
turnovers in 5 games this year. Devin Lloyd had a 99-yard pick six this
Yep.
game, and he actually leads the league in interceptions as a linebacker. He's got 4. They've got 10 interceptions and 4 fumble recoveries on the year. I mean, credit to them. They've completely turned it around, and the AFC South could contain 2 juggernaut teams if the
Yeah.
Jaguars keep this up.
And,
Crazy if you said that at
wild.
the beginning of the year.
I know.
Josh Allen too, on the
They
defense.
do have a
Yes,
Josh
they
Allen.
do.
Josh Allen, yep,
Yes,
maybe
sir.
maybe even the better Josh Allen. Some might
At
say.
this point,
Hey.
he was on Sunday, man.
Yeah.
He was
Hey.
on Monday, I should say.
Time will tell.
Yep.
All right. That wraps up our weekly recap. We're going to take a pause real quick and get back at you here in just a second. We're going to bring you some rock-solid sports performance of the week in the NFL. Just pick a team, pick a player, unit, anything you like. What impressed y'all this week? We'll start over here with Bradley.
Awesome. Yeah, so mine, we talked about him earlier. I had Rico Dowdle stepping in,
Yes. Oh,
filling
yeah.
in the spot for Chuba, and he played himself a game. As we mentioned earlier, 206 yards, a touchdown. And again, the Finns looked like they were going to run away with it, and instead he ran away from every single Dolphins defender. I mean, it was
Yep.
very impressive. Shout out to Rico Dowdle getting it done. He's a 6-year veteran, man, and you know, he finally found a way to break out.
Yeah,
So
he was
good for him.
he was in Dallas for a long time.
Yes, he was. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Andrew, you got one? You want to give it to somebody this week? If not, I can take it.
I want to give it to Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor
Nice.
Lawrence.
Yes,
Nice.
Yeah,
he is
that's a
the
good
dog we
pick.
all thought he was.
The
Cool fun
prince.
fact, he did not lose a game from the time he was like 8 years old until he got to the NFL.
Yeah.
Right? Like a regular season
dog.
game, he was undefeated.
Yep.
And so him coming back to form, even though it wasn't like the prettiest, he did it.
he got
he
the
made
job
it happen.
done.
Exactly.
And beating the Chiefs, even though they're not good this season, that's still saying a lot.
It's not a small feat.
It's,
Yeah.
Especially in the AFC. Yeah, he had the Stumble-Rooski play.
Yes, he did.
Was-
Dude. That was the
that was-
funniest play I think I've seen in my life. It was the funniest
I was
thing.
watching it. I saw him drop. I go, oh no! And then he gets
Yeah.
back up, runs it in. I go, oh my goodness! What a play from him! Yeah,
It
he
was
played
amazing.
great. You got one?
I do. I actually have two, but they were from the same game, opposite teams. This involves the Buccaneers-Seahawks shootout.
There you go.
The wide receivers JSN and Emike Egbuka. JSN had 7 catches, 163 yards, and a touchdown. He caught every target thrown his way. And that was Egbuka. JSN had 8 for 132 and a touchdown.
Wow. Yeah, those guys look like the future.
Yeah.
Those are some great wide receivers. I had Drake May
Oh, yeah.
for his performance on
Oh, yeah.
Sunday night,
Well
just
deserved.
beating the Bills, completing 70% of his passes, over 100 rating. He's had over 100 quarterback rating in 4 out of his 5 games this year. He's been pretty good. All right, moving into the fun part, hot takes. And I'm going to go first because I'm selfish. I think the Patriots can win the AFC and go to a Super Bowl.
They can win the AFC.
Win the AFC.
Wow. Not even the East, the AFC.
I think they can win the whole thing.
All right. Well, I mean, we already looked at the schedule earlier.
It's a cakewalk schedule. The
There's a
playoffs will
chance.
determine. But I think the Patriots can do it.
Man, I mean, that means they got to play better than the Bills
Yep.
the whole season.
The whole season they got to play them again.
They got to play. I was gonna say the Chiefs and the Ravens. Well, I
Who
mean,
knows
it's
this season?
fair
Who
enough.
knows?
Chargers not looking great. Yeah, the AFC is gonna be wild this year,
Yeah,
and there's a chance.
there's a chance.
Always a chance.
All right, next hot take. Anyone got one?
I can go next.
Go for it.
I think that Baker Mayfield is our MVP, and he will win it by the end of the year.
I love that.
I think
I absolutely
he
love
fully
that.
proves it. As we mentioned earlier, we touched on it. His weapons this year have not been available the whole time. Bucky was out, Mike Evans has been out, and he's still finding ways to win. The Bucs have only won, I think, every game they've won has only been by a margin of 3 or less points.
Yeah.
And every time he finds a way to just get it done. We saw in the Texans games, we thought he broke his leg. He gets up and then starts jawing off. It was
Yeah.
awesome. And he's
Good to
just
see.
been clutch as you can possibly be. He's 4th in passing yards. He's tied at 3rd with 10 touchdowns this year. He's only thrown 1 interception. He deserves MVP, hands down.
Good pick. You got one, Asa?
I do. I think that, and this is kind of going along with how the Patriots have been doing pretty good this season. Drake May is a top 3 quarterback in the
I like
NFL
that.
right now.
I mean, he's certainly playing like it. The stats are good. And Vrabel is just an awesome coach. He puts him in great positions. He's got certified good well, give me 2. Hunter Henry has been playing in
Absolutely.
Hunter Henry's
Yes,
had
one of the
a
best
great
tight
season.
ends.
If they get
so
Travion
far.
Henderson going, take some pressure off of May, I can absolutely see that. I like it.
If Ramondre Stevenson can stop,
Can just
fumbling
stop
the ball.
dropping
Yeah.
the ball.
Literally.
Maybe
yeah.
that would
right.
help New England.
All right, Andrew, hot
My
take?
hot take, I had it. I'm saying Commanders are gonna win the NFC in the East.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
because I don't have the Eagles winning
Yeah,
much
I mean,
more.
has to be.
Yep.
As we talked about the Cowboys defense, garbage.
Yep.
And who are the Giants going to beat?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Not gonna be the Giants.
Absolutely not. Yeah, those
I like that, man.
great hot takes coming at you. We're just going to look toward next week now, do some quick picks and previews, and then hit you with the lock of the week. Starting off tomorrow night, we've got the
Eagles and
versus
Giants.
Eagles at the Giants.
Eagles. No contest.
Eagles.
Eagles.
I'm also going Eagles.
All right. Someone want to write those down, maybe? Yes.
I got you.
Okay,
Yeah.
appreciate it. Coming up after that, got Broncos at the Jets. I got the Broncos.
This is a tough one. I would normally say the Broncos. I think the Jets are. I think the Jets are going to win.
They're due for a win.
They need a
I
win.
was gonna say I think they're due for a win, but it's not this week. I'm taking Broncos.
I'm also taking the Broncos.
Okay. All right. Andrew, if you turn out to be right on this one again,
Something's going on, man.
Could happen.
we're
Could
gonna
happen.
we're gonna have to launch some kind of investigation.
Crystal
into you.
ball.
Yeah. All right. Seahawks at Jaguars Sunday.
Oof. Seahawks.
Seahawks. Give me the Jaguars.
I got the Seahawks.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Seahawks. All right. Chargers at Dolphins.
If the Chargers can play like they did week 1 through 3, I have the Chargers. If they can't, it's going to be the Dolphins. I'm going to go Chargers, but
Yeah.
I just want you all to know I am skeptical.
There's a very
Absolutely.
tentative
Yeah,
Chargers.
Yeah.
If Miami can get to Justin Herbert, give me the Dolphins. But overall, give me the Chargers just based off of previous performance and record.
Yep. Got to go Chargers.
Yeah. It could go either way, but I'm gonna take Chargers.
Okay. Moving on. Rams at Ravens.
Can we all say this in unison? Or
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
seriously.
3, 2, 1.
Rams.
There it is.
Did you say Rams?
Yes, I did.
You're okay.
Yes.
good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one should be easy. Stafford and the boys are just gonna
Yep.
dot the Ravens
About
up.
to go
I expect
ballistic.
it. This is probably going to be another ugly one. Cardinals at Colts.
Only for the Cardinals, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to say this because eventually the Colts are going to come off their high horse.
Yeah.
And it's going to be to some no-name team like the Cardinals. I am all in. It is the Cardinals.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'm going with the chalk pick. Just give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going chalk. If you lose to the Titans, you lose my respect. So I'm going with the Colts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts as well.
All right. Moving on. Cowboys at Panthers. This
Cowboys.
game could be interesting.
Sneaky. Sneaky good game.
Could be interesting. You got the Cowboys?
I got the Cowboys.
Okay. Give me the Carolina Panthers for the fun of it, for the vibes.
Got to go Cowboys. Offense is too good.
There you go.
I think Cowboys put up 60 points
60. I mean,
I like.
in a close win.
in a close win, Bryce Young throws 6 touchdowns.
I could see it.
Rico Dowdle runs for 350.
yeah.
Chuba's not bad.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
That's a rock solid performance right there.
That would definitely
Absolutely.
that would be the all-time rock solid
Yes, sir.
performance. All right, Patriots at Saints.
I'm going Pats.
Patriots.
This is my upset this week. I got the Saints.
All right.
I'm going with my top 3 quarterback. Give me the Patriots.
There you go. All right. Ooh. This one nah. Browns Steelers.
You know, it's a rivalry game, so I know that we often look down on the Browns.
Mhm.
But not this week. I'm going Browns.
Ooh. Interesting. Going into Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Not me though. Give me the Steelers.
I said Dylan Gabriel meets TJ Watt. Give me the Steelers.
Ooh,
Give me the
yeah.
Steelers.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel, welcome to the NFL, buddy. Have fun with TJ Watt. All right, moving on. Titans at Raiders. Ugh.
Doo-doo bowl.
I'm taking Raiders.
I'm gonna go Titans just because
You're biased. It's okay.
I mean, I'm biased, and this game really could go either way.
I'm going Titans because Geno has 9 interceptions.
Yeah,
That just will not get it done.
I hope Amani Hooker feasts.
There you go.
Feasts 2 picks.
I've picked the Titans every week so far. I'm not gonna stop now. Give me the Titans.
Good answer. That's a true homer right there. I like that. All right, moving on. 49ers at Buccaneers. Sneaky good game. This not sneaky
Not
at
even
all. This-
sneaky.
real good
yeah.
game.
This is actually a really good
Game of
game.
the week.
4:25 kickoff in Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we got?
The Bucks.
I think they can get it. Niners are dealing with some injuries still. Give me
They beat the Rams, though.
They did beat the Rams. Give me the Buccaneers.
But
Yeah,
it
too
wasn't
good.
because the Rams were bad. It's because Sean McVay. Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say the injuries have to catch up to the Niners eventually. Give me the
Absolutely. Yeah.
Bucks.
Okay.
I'm going with the Buccaneers as well.
Awesome. Bengals at Packers. Ooh.
You know, the Packers haven't really been playing very good.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
I got to go Packers, though.
Yeah. I think the Packers are just too good, and the Bengals, I don't think they're going to be able to protect Joe Flacco at all. He might actually die behind that line. Give the Packers.
Yeah, the Bengals have been the worst team in the league, in my opinion. Give me the Packers.
I think Packers kind of were going downhill, coming off a bye week, though. So I think they get it done. They get their stuff together, and they get it done against the Bengals.
Okay. Moving on. Sunday Night Football. This should be a fun one. I think they played last year, right?
I think they
Lions at Chiefs.
I think it was the first game.
Yeah, it was the first game last year. It was a fun one. Lions won that one last year. Lions Chiefs. Who do we got?
I think that was the year before last year
yeah.
because the Ravens and the Chiefs with
Yes,
that
that
Isaiah
was-
Likely toe in the.
Yep,
that was last year. Yes.
Yep.
All the years
Similar
run
vibes.
together now.
Everything after
Right.
high
Yeah,
school
But
was a
yes,
blur.
yeah.
You know, this one's gonna be really, really tight.
Yep.
My heart says Lions, but my head says Chiefs, so I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chiefs need it bad, and it's at Arrowhead. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs had 13 penalties for 109 yards last game.
Yikes.
Can't do that against Detroit. Give me the Lions.
All right.
When does Rashee Rice come back?
Next week.
Is it? It's not this week. It's next week.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
week 7.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Lions on
It was
this
a week,
one.
It was a 6-week suspension. Comes back week 7.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Monday night doubleheader. First game kicking off. Bills at Falcons. Starting off with the Falcons fan.
You already know who's gonna win this one, baby.
Dirty Birds.
Dirty Bird.
Dirty
Michael
Birds.
Patterson's gonna throw for $1 million.
I think if
Interceptions?
Oh my God! I think if the Bills don't beat themselves again, they can win this one. Not convincingly, but they'll win. Give me the Bills.
Bijan will have a day, but the Bills still come out on top.
I think the Bills don't make those mistakes 2 weeks in a row. It's just not who they are. Give me the Bills.
Okay. Final game of the week. Bears at Commanders. Rematch of a pretty boring game until the end last year. One of the wildest
yeah.
endings I've ever watched. The Noah Brown Hail Mary.
Yep.
What do we got?
Give me the Commanders, especially with Jalen Daniels back.
Yep. Jalen Daniels, Bill Karofsky Merritt. Give me the Commanders.
I have the Commanders as well. I think they can compete with anybody right now.
I think the Bears are a completely different team. They had Matt Eberflus last year against the Commanders. They have Ben Johnson now. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
I want to say this. I'm going to add to that. If the Bears beat the Commanders, the Bears will win the NFC.
And
what you
win the NFC.
Interesting.
Wow.
I like that. Ben Johnson getting the boys ready. All right. Lock of the week. Andrew, I'll let you go first.
Lock of the week.
Lock of the week.
Packers beating the Bengals.
Packers beating the Bengals. Okay, yeah. If they don't do that, if they drop to the Browns and the Bengals before the trade deadline,
They're done.
that I don't know about done, but concerned.
Very concerned.
Capital, all caps concerned. My lock of the week, Thursday Night Football. If the Eagles don't beat the Giants, then nothing is real and nothing matters. Give me the Eagles.
I'm going to go my lock of the week. I kind of like to go a little bit riskier. It's not too risky. Steelers versus Browns. I think I got the Steelers as the lock of the week.
I'm gonna go with the best offense in the league against not a great defense. Give me the Cowboys against the Panthers.
All right. Well, I think that about concludes it for this episode of Benchwarmers. Looking forward to a great week of football ahead of us, and we'll catch you all next week. Thanks for listening.